Imagine turning on the news and seeing poll numbers that completely flip the political conversation on its head. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now with President Trump's approval ratings across America. While the national headlines might tell one story, there's another story unfolding in red states across the country that's breaking records and surprising even the most seasoned political observers. In 5 key states, Trump's approval numbers have reached heights that haven't been seen in decades. But here's the twist. The national picture looks completely different. So what's really going on? Are we looking at a major political victory or a concerning divide? Today, we're going to break down these numbers in plain language so you can understand exactly what's happening in American politics right now. If you want to stay informed about the latest political developments and understand what these numbers really mean for our country, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you clear, honest analysis of the stories that matter most. Let me start by walking you through what's actually happening with these approval ratings, because the story is more complicated than any single headline can capture. The national picture versus state-by-state reality. When we look at President Trump's approval ratings nationally, we see a mixed picture. According to recent Reuters polling, President Donald Trump's approval rating ticked slightly lower this week to 42%, matching the lowest level of his new term. This national average tells us one story, but when we dig deeper into individual states, we discover something quite remarkable. However, other recent polls show different numbers. A Rasmussen poll found that 53% of respondents said they approve of Trump, while 46% said they disapprove, which some political observers have called stunning. This shows just how much polling can vary depending on the methodology and timing. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. The 5 states where Trump is breaking records now. Let's talk about where President Trump is truly dominating in terms of approval ratings. These numbers are remarkable by any historical standard. Wyoming leads the pack with the highest approval rating in the country. His highest approval rating comes from Wyoming, where 71% of residents say they approve of his performance, compared to just 24% who disapprove. This 71% approval rating is extraordinary for any president in the modern era. Idaho comes in second with 64% approval, showing strong support in this conservative western state. West Virginia rounds out the top 3 with 63% approval, reflecting the state's strong support for Trump's policies, particularly on energy and coal. Oklahoma and North Dakota tie for 4th place, each with 62% each approval ratings, showing consistent support across the heartland. South Dakota completes our top 5 with 60% approval, maintaining strong support in this agricultural state. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. To put these numbers in perspective, let me explain why these approval ratings are so significant. In modern American politics, it's extremely rare for any president to achieve approval ratings above 60% in any state for an extended period. These 5 states aren't just showing strong support, they're showing record-breaking levels of approval that political scientists haven't seen in decades. These numbers represent more than just political popularity. They reflect deep satisfaction with specific policies and approaches that resonate strongly with voters in these states. Whether it's energy policy, agricultural support, or conservative social values, these states are seeing policies that align closely with their priorities. The bigger picture, a tale of 2 Americas. However, it's important to understand that this story has 2 sides. While Trump is breaking records in these 5 red states, the overall national picture shows more challenges. Recent polling indicates that Trump's approval ratings are slipping across most of the country, with new data showing net declines in all but 1 state since January 20th. Even in his strongest states, there have been some changes. He remains above water in states like Wyoming, plus 38, West Virginia, plus 34, and Idaho, plus 30. though even those figures are down from earlier in the year. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. Let me break down what's actually driving these high approval ratings in these 5 states, because understanding the why is just as important as knowing the numbers. Economic factors play a huge role. Many of these states have seen benefits from Trump's energy policies, particularly regarding oil, gas, and coal production. When people see direct economic benefits in their communities, approval ratings tend to rise. Cultural alignment is another key factor. These states tend to have populations that align closely with Trump's messaging on traditional values, law and order, and conservative social policies. Agricultural policies have been particularly popular in states like North Dakota and South Dakota, where farming communities appreciate Trump's approach to trade and agricultural support. It's worth noting that these approval ratings also reflect the deep partisan divide in American politics. Recent polling shows that Republicans overwhelmingly approving of how Trump is handling his job. 90% approve, 9% disapprove, while Democrats disapprove, 96% disapprove, 3% approve. This means that states with higher Republican populations naturally show higher approval ratings, while states with more Democratic voters show lower ratings. Independents are more likely to say they disapprove, 60%, than approve, 36%, which often determines the overall national numbers. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. To really understand how significant these numbers are, we need to look at them in historical context. Political analysts have noted that Trump's 100-day approval ratings show both strengths and weaknesses. 83% of Republicans said they approve of Trump's work in office, while 93% of Democrats and 60% of independents said they disapprove. However, the intensity of support is notable. 51% of Republicans strongly approve of Trump, while 85% of Democrats strongly disapprove. This shows not just support, but passionate support in these red states. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. These record-breaking approval ratings in 5 key states tell us several important things about American politics right now. First, they show that Trump maintains an incredibly strong base of support in red America. These aren't just good numbers, they're exceptional numbers that provide a solid foundation for political influence. Second, they highlight the geographic and cultural divisions in our country. The same policies that generate 71% approval in Wyoming might not play as well in other parts of America. Third, they suggest that Trump's political coalition remains strong in areas that have been crucial to Republican electoral success in recent years. Despite these strong approval numbers in red states, there are some areas of concern that even Trump's supporters acknowledge. Recent polling shows that the respondents who approve of Trump's economic stewardship dropped a percentage point to 36%, the lowest level in his current or previous term, while disapproval rose 5 points to 56%. This suggests that while Trump maintains strong overall support in these 5 states, there are concerns about economic performance that could impact future approval ratings. You can personally check information on the following website for more authentic detail and verify from the official sources. Also, the link of the website you can check in the description box. Thank you. The reaction in these 5 states has been notably positive. Local Republican leaders have pointed to these numbers as validation of their support for Trump's policies. State-level politicians in Wyoming, Idaho, West Virginia, Oklahoma, North Dakota, and South Dakota have used these approval ratings to argue for continued alignment with Trump's agenda. Local media in these states has covered the polling as evidence that Trump's policies are working for their communities. Radio shows, local newspapers, and community leaders have highlighted these numbers as proof that the president understands the needs of heartland America. As we look at these remarkable approval ratings, it's clear that they represent both an opportunity and a challenge for American politics. On one hand, they show that Trump has built incredibly strong support in key regions of the country. On the other hand, they highlight the deep divisions that exist between different parts of America. For Trump and his political team, these numbers provide a strong foundation and demonstrate that his core message continues to resonate powerfully with his base. For his opponents, these numbers represent the challenge of appealing to voters in red America. For the rest of us, these numbers remind us that American politics remains deeply divided along geographic, cultural, and ideological lines. So to answer our original question, are these approval ratings a big poll drop or a major win? The answer is both, depending on where you're looking. If you focus on the national numbers, you might see challenges and concerns. But if you look at these 5 red states, Wyoming, Idaho, West Virginia, Oklahoma, North Dakota, and South Dakota, you see record-breaking approval ratings that represent a significant political victory. These numbers tell the story of a country that remains deeply divided, but they also show the power of policies that resonate with specific communities and regions. Whether you support Trump or not, these approval ratings represent a remarkable political achievement that deserves serious analysis and consideration. Thank you for watching today's analysis. If this breakdown of the polling data was helpful in understanding what's really happening in American politics, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you clear, balanced analysis of the political stories that shape our country. We'll keep watching these numbers and bringing you updates as they develop.